Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records. We're reviewing a brand new album from legendary guitar player Eric Clapton called Meanwhile. It's his 22nd studio album. It's a 64-minute album produced by Simon Climie, longtime producer, songwriting partner. It's his first album since 2018's Happy Xmas, his first album of kind of original since I Still Do from 2016. So this is a long time coming, and I have to say, you know, it's a really good record. You know, it's a different record than, you know, what you're, if you have an idea of Cream or Derek and the Dominoes or 70s or even 80s Eric Clapton, it's not what this is. This man is going to be 80 in March of 2025. There's 14 songs here. Is it a little bit too long? Yeah. But you know what? In a day and age like now, you're going to put everything out. You're just going to put all your songs out that you have. He's been writing a lot. This album was recorded between 2020 and 2024, so he's been kind of piecing it together. Now there's enough songs. Let's put everything out. Maybe if they trimmed 4 or 5 songs off here, you'd have a really great album. But having all this material, especially if you're a big fan, is wonderful for the Clapton fan. By the way, check out my channel, subscribe. We do shows every day about great music. The first song is a Clapton pen song along with Robin Minotti called Pompous Fool. It says, do you still believe Jerry Lee's the king? You know, kind of a modern mellow blues upbeat feeling. Lots of these songs have an upbeat positive message, which I like. 4-minute and 45-second song, Pompous Fool, again, co-written with Clapton. Very nice. You know, yes, it's blues, but it's kind of that, you know, walking in Memphis style blues type of thing. Anyway, Heart of the Child's next. Again, a Minotti Clapton song. 7-minute song, acoustic. He's an underappreciated acoustic guitar player. He plays that Martin. Has his own definitive sound. There's some congas, again, positive vibes. His voice is aged like a fine wine. I know that's a cliche, but it does. Eric sounds like Eric. He doesn't sound thin like an 80-year-old man. It doesn't sound weak like some of these artists do. He still sounds rich and vibrant and great. Moon River is the next song, one of the last things Jeff Beck ever recorded. Of course, this is a Harry Mancini and Johnny Mercer classic standard Moon River, long instrumental at the beginning, and then Eric comes in with his voice and just got Jeff Beck's guitar playing all over it. Brilliant idea to do this song when they could have done so many different covers. Gorgeous. I'm not exactly sure who's playing drums, but it sounds like Steve Gadd to me. Sublime, legendary, two legends. Rest in peace, Master Jeff Beck. We lost you way too soon a couple of years ago. Sam Hall's next, a traditional song. This is one's produced by Clapton, Climie, and Douglas. English pub folk feel with fiddle. Just a nice song. You know, up to this point in the record, they've hit on everything. For me, the pacing's good. You know, again, it's a Sunday morning album. It's not a Saturday night album, but that's okay. You know, Clapton has earned his badge of honor in the street cred with his guitar playing. Here, he's still showing off great licks and great playing, but just not rock music. Smile is next. Man, Smile, though my heart is breaking. Love the energy, love the positivity. He has nothing to prove here. Elegant playing and singing. I said, play this one at my funeral. This is a song written by John Turner, Jeff Parsons, and Charlie Chaplin. It is a beautiful, beautiful, positive song called Smile. Probably my favorite song on the album. There's another one that's going to be tied for favorite. Always on My Mind, of course. The John Christopher, Mark, James, Wayne, Carson Thompson. Classic, Always on My Mind. Think Willie Nelson's 1982 version. Think Elvis's version. Think everybody that's ever recorded it. Here we have Clapton featuring Bradley Walker. Who is Bradley Walker? Bradley Walker is a country singer. had multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy at birth. He's been in a wheelchair his whole life. Bradley Walker is an amazing singer. I saw him live with Clapton last September at the Crossroads Guitar Festival. And to let Bradley Walker sing lead on this song is so cool. Clapton's there too, but he's really letting Walker shine. It shows you the grace that Clapton has, and he wants to push these guys out there. And he does a couple other things here on this album where he's pushing other people to the forefront, letting them shine, be on his record. I love that version of Always on My Mind. One Woman's next is a John Bettis, again, climby song, co-write, reggae, feel, contemporary. This is an adult contemporary album. Maybe not my favorite track on One Woman. The Rebels is next, the first of 3 songs that feature the great Van Morrison. This is a Van Morrison pen song. It's an electric song. Where have they all gone type of thing. Some harmonica on it, probably from Van Morrison. One for the it's good. It's I love the idea of them playing the song more than maybe the song itself, but they're kind of, where have all the good time rock and rollers gone? Where are all the rebels? The rock and rollers used to be rebels back in the day. Now a lot of them have bought into the system, like Springsteen and like Pearl Jam and like John Legend and like a lot of these guys. They're puppets for the government. Where have all the rebels gone? Yeah, Clapton and Morrison are definitely still rebels, and they're singing later in this album about the government controlling us, and which they've done, of course, for years. The Call is next. It's a Bob Worth, a New song. It's a breakup song, longing and melancholy, and maybe not my favorite again. How Could We Know is the next song, and boy, it's beautiful. Again, it's a song I saw Clapton do with Judith Hill and Daniel Santiago last year at the Crossroads Guitar Festival in LA. Again, Simon Climby's getting a co-write here. Dennis Morgan and Climby produce it. It's one of the best tracks Clapton's done in years. It's the top track of his later day career, called How Could We Know. Almost reminds me of an old Stevie Wonder song. Put the comment in what Stevie Wonder song it reminds me of. Even though Climby has worked with over the years with people like Stevie Wonder and George Michael and others. Love that song. This Has Gotta Stop is a Clapton pen song, the only song in the album that Clapton fully writes himself. Clapton wrote this one. Van Morrison appears on this again. Can't take this BS anymore. I'm laying down the law. You want to claim my soul? You're going to have to break down that door, he says. Saxophone, I'm assuming Van Morrison's taking that saxophone by Morrison. Clapton hitting with the electric guitar. Again, kind of an anti-vax song, kind of an anti-government, telling you what to do, telling you what to do with your body, telling you, trying to control you. He's not going to put up with it. Again, we have the song Rebels about that. We have this song, This Has Gotta Stop. The next song, Stand and Deliver, is a Van Morrison pen song. Again, featuring Van Morrison, more gritty vocals here by Clapton. Would 9 or 10 songs be perfect on this album instead of 14? 14, I think so. They're gonna grind us down till it really hurts. That's what Clapton says here. They're gonna make it hurt. The government's gonna try to grind you down until it hurts, or take things away from you until it hurts, until you follow what they tell you to do, is essentially what he's saying here. It's a protest song, baby. It's right to protest instead of falling in line with the government and all the sheep that follow the government, that are commanded by the government. There's plenty of you sheep out there. A lot of you people that used to be rebels are now sheep, unfortunately. And You've Changed is the 13th song. The Chuck Berry song. I'm getting a little ear fatigue by this point. It's the slow blues with some Strat. I love my Chuck Berry. I'm a St. Louis guy. It's a little slow and doesn't necessarily need to be on this record. Misfortune's the last song, a Richard Lewis and Clapton pen song. Slow song again, talking about regret, talking about waking up with the blues and wondering what you could have done type of thing. I give this album 4 out of 5 stars. It's a really cool record. It's great to have this late in a man's career. I like that he's being a rebel. I like that he does have the cojones to go out and speak against. He's not necessarily right, and nobody's necessarily right, but you do have a right to speak your mind. And that's what he's doing here. There's some beautiful stuff. There's some Jeff Beck stuff here. Judith Hill is such a beautiful singer, young singer on the song How Could We Know, which is a favorite of mine. And Smile, check out my channel. We do shows every day. Peace out. See ya.